Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Knights of the Alternate Table, and here we're gonna be playing nation states, and let me know if you like it. So this is the North Sea. We're a corporate bordello. Our motto is "For those who know," and this is our nice little flag here. So the Allied States of the Nordic Sea is a very large, efficient nation, notable for its compulsory. Actually, let's get into that later. We have one of the largest cheese exports. We're 11,209, and we also have good, rich, poor divides. But we have a population of 150 million. Our currency is the North Mark, and our animal is the golden eagle. So let's go into policies. We have capitalism and conscription. So for people, this is like brand new. I did like 5 issues just to get the game started up. But old age is our leading cause of death, but also exposure, heart disease, murder, cancer, acts of God, and yeah. So our government type, we have administration, defense, education, healthcare, industry, law and order, public transport, spirituality, and welfare. So, yeah, let's start. Oh, yeah, and we have 990 billion marks to spend, 10.5% of the GDP. So, our economy is mainly made up of private industry at 89.2%, with 10.5% with the government, and an estimated 0.3%. Here's some of our rankings, just pretty low as everything. And then here was our trends, as you can see, haven't played. So our civil rights was like really low, and then we went really high, and then it kind of fell. And then our political freedoms goes up, and then our economy had a bit of a slow start, but then now is picking up, and don't have any cards yet. So let's move on to the issues. So let's do a question of spot. The Nordic Sea's football fans were outraged after the nation's bid to host an important regional competition was rejected. The reason? Nordic Sea's football fields are slightly shorter than the international standard. Oh, well, if you guys like football like I do, then you need to have your football. I'm assuming it's talking about non-American football. Ivanka Efron, head of the Football Association of the Nordic Sea, announced in a press release, "Clearly, we're disappointed by the results. It's yet more evidence of what we've been saying all along. Sports in this country is severely underfunded. With more marks from the government, we could state upgrading sporting venues across the country. This would definitely count in our favor when we submit our next bid." So basically, spend the money on sports. "You wanna spend my tax money on what?" wheezes couch potato Millhouse McDonald. While flicking through Sports Channel, its supporting associations need more money. Why not ask for sponsorships from the private sector, like pizza chains and soda bottlers? Why should my money be used to help a bunch of good-for-nothing kids chase a bit of leather around? Oh, "There's nothing wrong with our stadiums," shouts fan Stephanie Simpsons, waving a crowd rattle and blowing uh I don't know what that is. "They're just the right size for sports. I grew up playing. Why should we change the rules of our national sports just to please a bunch of foreigners? I say we support our team and play by our traditional rules. We should get rid of those silly sport enforcing those rules." Okay, so the boomer option. "They rejected us because of a few feet of grass. That's crazy," writes journalist Barbie Wheaton. "Sports isn't about rules, it's about having fun and getting fit. When we were kids, we could have a great time with just sticks and a couple rocks. There were no rule books or style." Okay, so anarchy, conservative, agree, or go against. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. Surging sales. Okay, I think that was good. Yes, and our cheese export went higher, and our lifespan and our obesity rate down. Yay. And tourism increased, and our economic output. So that's really good. We'll check it out at the end of this episode. What should we go with next? Um, yeah, let's go with this one. A series of case of mistaken identities from the credit bureau extract recently culminated in your young cousin receiving a deluge of can't talk today, pensions from aggravated citizens. Frustrated Nords who are being to doubt their own names, they have called the efficiency and necessity of modern credit bureaus into question. Okay, I don't really know a lot about this one. The people have no credibility, protests Ruby Cage, littering your desk with the shredded ruins of her credit report. Incomplete credit bureaus, background checks labeled Mr. Hester as a criminal and Miss Patton as deceased. Besides, any attempt to boil down my life into a single number we will fall short of doing me justice. Credit bureaus need more oversight so they can't come between hard-working Nords and loans we need. Okay, so um, okay. These were minor mishaps, claims Cathode Walls, a representative from Expert Fox who appears to be addressing government accountants instead of you. Landlords, and even employers need our services to weed out undeserving clients. Imagine if companies didn't know who in the blue they were lending to. Credit bureau, okay. So basically, destroy them, keep them. Doing background checks one at a time is so inefficient, muses the accountant in question, Norm Cumberbatch. Why not put credit regulations under government control and research Pearson's financial history in advance? That okay, so that's authoritarian. Ism, private business. Council. Gonna have to go with private business on this one. School bans chess as too comfort. Oh, you want to go? I love chess. Oh, cheese and are intelligent. Okay, so apparently that wasn't the right thing to do. Why did that make? Okay, basically anyone can write it, so you get a lot of conflicting political ideals fighting back and forth, back and forth. The Nordic Sea Chronicle. This one sounds nice. So a microchip on your shoulder. Let's see this one. Contactless payment, internet banking, and robust consumer credit mechanisms are already making shopping easier than any time in history. However, a technology think tank is proposing that you could stimulate the economy by going one step further with universal microchips linked to a national. Oh, that's very authoritarian. I don't really like that. Nelson Tenhorn, head of the think tank, is enthusiastic. No need for wall. Sorry about that. Um, basically, I didn't realize it cut out. But basically, wants the transactions. We must reject this Nordic identity database, raves Tanya, leader of the North Sea Registration Against the Database campaign group in the name of national security. Law-abiding citizens will end up being forced to lose their privacy. The right to use cash and hard currency is vital to protecting our rights to avoid taxation, to avoid over. That's not enough, screams conspiracy theorist Johnny Apostle, adjusting his tinfoil hat, radio waves out of his brains. Do you know how many databases there are gathering intelligence on us all? Credit reports, support engine. Okay, look, when you let's do this one. Well, why does I go smarter and more things go bad? Okay, you've got a friend in B. Just kidding, actually. Bees actually kill a bunch of native pollinators by like taking up all the food, so honeybees' population have been decreasing at an alarming rate. According to a recent study published in Not the Popular Science magazine, experts have swarmed your office demanding you take action or face catastrophic consequences. This is a travesty, exclaims concerned environmental scientist Kristen Cross. Our food supplies will be at risk if the bee population declines any further. Colony collapse disorder. It is a serious thing, and we don't really know what's killing them. It could be insecticides, pesticides might, habitat loss, or maybe it's just the hot air coming from the Nordic Sea city. We must stop this before it's too late. Let's start with clamping down on industries that oh, I don't like, insecticides and enforcing a local bee. Careful steps into your office. A beehive? What we need to do is to establish large-scale bee farms across the Nordic Sea and raise more bees so their populations can grow. The absent-minded beekeeper appears, obviously, as several bees escape the hive. Sustainable practice and good bee raising will preserve the population. You give me and my fellow beekeepers some funding, and we can use this to grow the biggest colony you'll ever see. Okay, like that one. Once again, science has the answer, answers CEO of Bees and Genes. If we use genetic to modify the bees, they can be made resistant to disaster and live longer. This, my friend, is the breakthrough we need to stabilize the honeybee population. It requires a buttload of funding. We might accidentally create killer bees that hornet, but we need to save nature's black and yellow friends while we okay, I don't like that. What happened to leaving nature alone? Okay, so basically, don't leave them alone. Crack down on pesticides. Make killer bees or use the beekeepers. And I'm going to go with use the beekeepers. And yes, that seems to be the right one. Economy's going up, which is always a good sign. Capitalism. Issues, and here's the last one, animal experience. Scientists and animal rights activists have once again brought up the debate over animals experimenting to your attention. What have those poor defenseless animals ever done to us? Asked Ming Scott, owner of the East. The Nordic Sea Golden Eagle Sanctuary, kidnapping these helpless creatures from these habitats simply to stick probes and needle into them? Just barbaric! How would you like if someone caged you in a lab and conducted tests on you just to find out whether a new product was fit for sale? Experimenting on animals ought to be banned. It is not unethical, replies Dr. Stephanie Banks, the chief surgeon of the North Sea's largest cancer research clinic. The ethical thing to do would be to deny the public the benefit of great scientific advancements we're making. Okay, so basically, ban it or keep it. I'm for keep it. And that is the last one. See how it affected? Yes, it obesity. Scientific invent. Oh, we've gained the banner, two banners, and oh wait, that's sorry. And let's go. So our economy is growing. Oh yeah, our economy just shot up, and our civil rights also shot up, which is pretty good. No new policies. The people, we've gotten rid of cancer, yay! And the government, defense, and education have both lost, but also industry has gained. And industry has kind of grown, and our rank, geez, primitiveness, but yeah, our economy is doing really well. And our trends, yeah, we already looked at that. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy watching this video. I'm thinking about creating a map on this new world, so if you want to join the Discord down below, and we can start adding people in. So I hope you have a good one, and goodbye!